Well, this certainly isn't news I expected to see, at least not for a while. Ruby Rose is leaving the production of Batwoman at season's end, and boy, do I have quite a few things to say about it. Oh boy, how joyous. Fuck you, CW. Fuck you, Spanos, just because. So, I got an article from Collider here that we're going to read. So, before I get into the article, though, I'm going to say this about Ruby Rose. Yes, her acting has done her no favors in this season. It has got to be some of the worst performances that I've seen out of a lead actor slash actress in anything that I've ever seen. It's just blatantly horrible. But if she is leaving the production this soon into the show's apparent life cycle, since it has been renewed for season 2, then that tells me, and since this article has some information about some friction, that she was given no direction from the producers, from the directors of the episodes, and from Warner Brothers. So that makes me think, maybe she's not just leaving because of that back injury that gave her herniated disc. Maybe there's stuff going on in the production of the show because it's a shit show. As like it's been shown in the quality of the series so far. It's literally going through every freaking thing ever that makes no fucking sense. It's a stupid ass show, and you know, you don't even have to watch that much on the issue to know how fucking stupid Batwoman is. But this shit, man, this takes the cake. How do you fuck up so bad that your lead actress can't even stay on for more than one season? Along with these shit-tacular ratings that you have gotten. This is pathetic. The CW is fucking pathetic. So, let's read the article. This is written by Vinny Mancuso. I hope I pronounced that right. Ruby Rose threw a major bat bomb into the CW's plans when she opted not to return for Batwoman ahead of season 2. The star's abrupt departure, son of a bitch, I'm not trying to look at the freaking picture. The star's abrupt departure led to a healthy dose of speculation, including the possibility that emergency surgery she underwent for 2 herniated discs were the reason for the split. However, a new report from Variety reveals something simpler, noting that Rose was unhappy with long hours required of her as the series lead, which led to friction on the set. It was decided by her and the network and studio, Warner Bros. TV, that they would part ways. Okay. Now, like I said, there's stuff that Ruby Rose has been in. I haven't seen a lot of her portfolio. She got famous from doing Orange is the New Black, but I first saw her in film on John Wick 2, which is where a lot of people have seen her. People are mixed with her performances in every other film she's been in, like Return of Xander Cage and The Meg, and granted, I haven't seen either of those two, so I can't comment on it. But I did watch John Wick 2, watched it quite a few times. She does really well, and here's the thing that makes her performance in that movie, where she is a mute, really well. She was given good direction. That is my point. That is why I think that the reason that she left, because if she was unhappy with the long hours, that means they weren't trying to help her. There was no direction given from the set, from the writers, or the producers, and the directors who were working the cameras. No one was trying to help her. Which makes me think, once again, they are flying the show by the seat of their pants. And now Ruby Rose is left because she's frustrated. And not only that, she nearly got paralyzed. So I think Ruby Rose has a good case to leave. Honestly, this show should just be fucking canceled, if you want my honest opinion. It should have already been canceled a long time ago. Like, after episode 10, I think the show should have been just axed. That episode's such an abomination. But then they've made stuff even worse than that, and it still keeps going, because despite the fact that the ratings keep going lower and lower and lower, that means that somehow somehow the show's still good in our eyes. Or they know that the show's ratings are so bad, and they're doing everything they can to keep it going, despite the fact nobody likes it. And I know in the next few days, people are going to be whining about how the man babies drove her to do this. It's been always about the toxic male fandom who hate her. No. If anyone out of the audience had any type of negative reaction towards her being cast specifically, it was Da 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 da! LGBT Twitter! I know because I made a fucking video on this. People literally got onto her back for no reason other than she is bisexual and that means she isn't gay enough. Even though Ruby Rose is literally popular for being an actress lesbian. They got onto her just for being bisexual. She admitted that, oh, I'm bisexual, but I like girls more. That's why people got onto her. That was before the show even had a trailer. That was in the announcement that she was going to be Batwoman. I defended her in that video. All right, and I'm going to link it in the description so you can go back and see just what the fuck happened there. It was brutal. And I was like, wow, another good case of the political wing of the LGBT Twitter and in general just going after Ruby Rose for no reason. I'm like, what? Shouldn't you be happy about this? And they weren't. And this once again brings up a point. They're never fucking satisfied. They're never satisfied with anything. You give them a bone, they want a fucking steak. It's exhausting. It's a diplomatic statement that's actually much more intriguing than it sounds, especially when it comes to the future of the Arrowverse. Rose was arguably the biggest name to sign on to a lead CW role, coming off of a star turn in Netflix's Orange is the New Black and big screen roles in John Wick Chapter 2 and The Meg. Usually these small screen DC shows snag an up-and-comer and end up finding a gem that sticks around for seasons on end, like in the case of Stephen Amell, Grant Austin, and Melissa Benoist. That's a weird name. It'll be interesting to say the least to see who the network recast in the role, seeing as how this experiment blew up so hard so quickly. Oh, it indeed blew up hard and quickly. Alright, and once again, this is just speculation, but based on what this guy's saying about how, the long hours, if she wasn't prepared to be a lead role like that, why the hell did you cast her in the first place? She's been nothing but side roles, as far as I know. She isn't the main character in Orange is the New Black. She isn't the main character in John Wick Chapter 2. She isn't the main character in The Meg. Why cast her in the lead role if she's not prepared to be the lead role? Because the lead role arguably has to carry the weight of the entire show because the show is about them. So how did you fuck up that bad is what I'm saying. And even then, if she wasn't prepared for it, shouldn't you have been working alongside her to try to figure out how to make her comfortable in this? Aren't you supposed to have actors and actresses come on for seasons on end if this stuff is supposed to go on for that long? How do you fuck up that bad? And then here's Rose's initial statement on the matter. I have made the very difficult decision to not return to Batwoman next season. This was not a decision I made lightly, as I have the utmost respect for the cast, crew, and everyone involved with the show in both Vancouver and LA. I'm beyond appreciative to Greg Berlanti, Sarah Shedder, and Carolyn Dries. That fucking hack. That's me for saying that part. For not only giving me this incredible opportunity, for welcoming me into the DC universe they have so beautifully created. Okay, that's a weird way to frame that. They didn't create the DC universe. In fact, a lot of people think the Arrowverse is really inferior, but take that as you will. Thank you, Peter Roth, and Mark Pedowitz. That's a really unfortunate name. Pedowitz. Mark Pedowitz. Oh no. And the teams at Warner Brothers and the CW put so much into the show and always believed in me. Thank you for everyone who made the first season a great success. I'm truly grateful. That's unfortunate though. That really is unfortunate. Look, we all knew from the beginning Batwoman was going to be bad. We all knew that. But I had faith that at least Ruby Rose, given this platform, could make something more of herself. I had faith that Ruby Rose could really do something, and based on what I had seen in John Wick Chapter 2, that she could actually do something here. She could actually strike gold and really do something for her career. Oh boy, the writers and the directors and the producers did her absolutely no favors. Once again, Batwoman is the worst written show on television in modern times, maybe even in all of television, period, even back in the old timey-wimey days. It is just piss poor. I'm shocked that a show like that is getting a season 2. I'm shocked that a show like that is being celebrated as being so awesome, despite the fact it literally makes no sense. Character motivations change on the dime. They keep making stuff about politics, and it doesn't really make sense. Not only that, they make Kate the most supreme asshole of them all, and it keeps fucking up the Batman lore in ways that they just aren't really privy to. And I hate it. We all hate it. But honestly, I feel for Ruby Rose. She didn't deserve all that backlash she got when she got casted. She didn't deserve getting her fucking disc herniated. She didn't deserve given. She didn't deserve getting given this lead role for this TV series and given no direction for it. She didn't deserve all that crap. Honestly, I think she's earned the right to relax. Try to reevaluate her career. Hopefully, she can rebound from this because I have faith in her. I don't attribute all the things wrong with Batwoman Season 1 in terms of Kate Kane's portrayal to her. Granted, her acting did her no favors on its own, but if you're given no direction, how the hell are you going to make it work? Especially if the dialogue and the story you're given is absolute shite. So, Ruby Rose, you're probably not listening to this, but on the really off chance you are, you've earned the right to relax. I hope you come out of this unscathed, or at least you're able to rebound quickly. So, I tip my hat to you. And for Batwoman, oh boy, you're going to have a lot of people talking about this for a while. Oh, yes. And you'll have me coming back around, making more critiques of your shit work. So, bye, you assholes. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't die and give Ruby Rose all the love and attention you can give her. And also, fuck Carolyn Dries and Greg Berlanti. Fuck them.